Gemini just said something interesting about XRP, expressing excitement about XRP. What could that mean? At the same time, everybody's getting excited over the idea that a Bitcoin ETF has been pre-approved, basically. The guys over at BlackRock are saying it is coming, and all of a sudden the market started to rally a little bit, even though we're not in crazy bullish territory. You can see all of a sudden we've got a good leg up. XRP at 64 cents again. Ethereum at 1850. Bitcoin almost 30,000. It's bullish. It's nice. It feels good, you know? So guys, make sure you go ahead and press that like button. I'm just going to tell you guys about everything that's going on right now and talk about some of the cool trades we're looking into. If you want to look for an exchange, or if you're looking for one, make sure you check out the link down below to BitGet, as right now you can claim a couple of very cool prizes on there, or Bybit, where you can right now claim yourself an 1125 USDT position to trade XRP with for absolutely free. Ooh, I just got the notification that something else is pretty strange. Bitstamp just actually started delisting a significant amount of cryptos. Axie, Ches, Mana, Matic, Nearsand, and Solana trading will be halted after evaluating recent market developments. Oh no, that's not bullish. Somebody says, linked to source of fear. You know, why is Bitstamp all of a sudden doing this? Well, they said, considering recent developments, we're making some changes to our crypto offerings. And they don't really go too deep, except for saying, taking into account dynamic regulatory environment and recent developments, we're making some changes to our crypto offerings in the US. Yeah, no. Somebody linked an article, and as you can see, list of crypto securities published by the SEC, BNB, ADA, Matic, Sol, and others. It's actually just over on CoinGecko, a little list of every single crypto that's been alleged to be a security by the SEC. Funny enough, XRP is not in that list because, yeah, the SEC has no authority. So it could be that perhaps a new list was just now shared. I'm not too sure about that or exactly why this is happening right now. But anyway, let's move on with the video. Little fun fact I actually want to tell you guys. Did you know that the XRP price this year is up 94%? I noticed that when I was looking at the crypto list thinking, damn, 3.5% up. It's cool, but really it's nothing. But then if you kind of start to think for just a second about the idea that we've already doubled this year, it's like, ooh, okay, let's take it a little bit more calm. I know it's not at the goal where we want XRP to be at just quite yet, but it's kind of funny still, right? That XRP has doubled in price this year. Anyway, to be a little bit more specific about our ideas, we've actually covered this a very short while ago. And here is obviously also the price performance from the lowest point January 2nd up to now, which is roughly 120%, but that was just for fun. Right now, what we're seeing is something which I would consider extremely bullish. I mean, not too long ago, we covered this over on the Bitcoin chart, this exact same pattern. I think we covered this yesterday or the day before. No, for sure it was yesterday. And look at how the breakout now has come through. And as we said, even though Bitcoin is still actually trading within range and is bouncing off of this multi-month trend line here, over on the short term, we've actually been watching quite a significant amount of different prices. But as you can clearly see from the chart right now, the exact price point that we're at right now marks the cake in everything. I mean, we can literally just put a horizontal line down and you guys can understand just how important the price action is at this level. It's acted as resistance right here for a little bit, acted as support throughout the last couple of weeks here, then acted as resistance last week, and right now again is acting as some resistance. It will be extremely bullish if today, which ends in about an hour, so by the time you're watching this video, maybe like in 20 minutes, if we could close above it, but it's yet to be seen. But only then, the moment that we actually stay in the green and close above 29,500, am I remaining extremely bullish on it? But like absurdly bullish the moment that we close above 29.7. And with regards to XRP, you can see it's a similar pattern. Even though for XRP, it's a little bit more steep. We saw such a massive rise. Right now trading in an area with very little volume, we talked about that before, where again, the price can move up and down rather quickly. The moment that it broke through this support level, because slightly above there was historically speaking a lot of volume, it was quickly down to the next support level. It bounced off, which also coincided for the most part with the XRP to Bitcoin pair. We also saw it bounce the 200 weekly moving average. And right now, as we stated before, we're looking for a potential breakout here on the XRP chart. On the 4-hour, it officially has already happened. And I'd say as long as Bitcoin does not give up here, there could be some massive juicy moves for XRP coming up. Anyway, just to get you guys up to speed, the past few months we've had XRP deemed a non-security, ISO 20022 going live, Fed now going live, 5 CBDCs working on Ripple's platform, BRICS building an alternative currency to the dollar, Ripple joining the ISDA, the Bitcoin ETF application by BlackRock, and also BlackRock saying it's coming along, PayPal launching a stablecoin on Ether, Congress preparing crypto bills and going through and through with them, the digital dollar pilot completed, but people still all think it's a coincidence. All of these events are synchronized. XRP will take the center stage when it's time. And really, I've been thinking about that for a good while right now. I mean, if you really start sitting it down and thinking about it properly, there's a lot of potential in XRP to change the game. Or rather, they have been changing the game and people have been paying attention, but the price is not moving because of it. Yet, again, things are happening. And I should point out that Ethereum has not gone up now that PayPal is building a freaking stablecoin on Ethereum. Bitcoin's price did not go up even though Bitcoin ETFs from BlackRock came in hot. XRP is getting massive amounts of positive news, yet the price is not moving up. For some reason this season here, these major events are not being major catalysts to the price anymore. 2 reasons for that. I'm putting up 4 fingers, but there's 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is this is what they want. The massive manipulators are making sure that crypto prices stay low regardless because they're building, the guys like BlackRock, for example, they want to get in as cheaply as possible. Don't forget, these guys also have a stake in MicroStrategy. And even though they're not buying Bitcoin directly themselves, they've set up trading for all their institutional investors. They're going for a Bitcoin ETF right now to expand the institutional investment part, and I guess also retail part. They've got a share in MicroStrategy. They've probably got some share in other Bitcoin massive companies or mining companies for that matter. Anyway, the second reason could be that they've actually, and I'm saying they being, there have been some appointments together, some of the behemoths, potentially, a couple of exchanges came together to say, let's stop some market making activity. Let's sit things down a little bit more quietly. You got to understand, tokens make money the more that the token is traded because it's a longer story, but in the crypto space right now, a lot of things are corrupt. And for that reason, I think the SEC should be doing some stuff, but they're not because they are also corrupt. The point being, potentially some of these guys have basically concluded that right now they shouldn't trade as much, or they've just decided to basically sell into every single potential pump. And after a little while, after a couple of attempts, you just stop trying, right? If you keep pushing a certain price and it keeps getting rejected, XRP at 95 cents, Bitcoin at 30,000, you give up, at least for a little while. And that could have been what we've seen for a little bit here. Even right now, again, Bitcoin got shut down at $30,000, but at some point, it's going to break through. And the most likely probability is that at that point on forward, things are going to go pretty wild for a little bit here, as I still believe in the quote-unquote phases, guys, and I still believe that right now. Even though we can see slight downside for a little bit, the massive pumps are already printed in. They're already loaded in. 2025 is going to be absolutely insane, and I'm already preparing for it massively. And for that reason, by the way, I'll make a video tomorrow, all right, I think, talking about which altcoins I'm looking into and how I'm preparing for the next bull market, because regardless of what happens right now, I am basically looking forward for the next 12 or so months to make absolute crazy amounts of gains. On the short term, we might lose some. Well, that's why we've got some juicy trades open. As you guys know, I'm pretty bullish on things. I've got a couple of juicy long positions. I keep telling you guys about why I usually only long. The only reason I would have short positions open is to hedge. Not because shorting is haram or anything like that. Only because I'm too bullish on these cryptocurrencies, I don't want to short against XRP, basically, because if I do it for a little bit too long, I'm going to get completely wrecked. Whereas with long positions, so basically expecting the price to go up, yeah, I can be wrong for a little bit, a little bit of downside, but ultimately the XP price is going to go that direction. And a plan B had some interesting words. Thank you, SEC, for delaying approval of the Bitcoin spot ETF. This delay gives all of us a good opportunity to front run the event. Normally, only insiders are allowed to front run. Not sure how this delay is helping the SEC's mission of protecting investors, but thank you anyway. That comes again as all these different guys are starting to say now that the ETFs are coming in hot. This is over on Bloomberg. Kathy said, I think the SEC, if it's going to approve a Bitcoin ETF, will approve more than one at once. We've also had a billionaire investor David Rubenstein saying Bitcoin isn't going anywhere at the same time. The US Fed now this is taken with a grain of salt. The US Fed now requiring approval before state banks can issue, hold, or transact crypto stablecoin payments. which is a little bit scary. The House Speaker McCarthy demanding President Biden to release bank statements to prove he didn't accept money from foreign business dealings. It's pretty crazy. And like we said earlier, the BlackRock guys themselves are saying BlackRock Bitcoin ETF approval is a matter of when, not if, BlackRock insiders are claiming. And I'd say that this was a little catalyst that pumped the markets ever so slightly. The fact that it's basically quote-unquote confirmed. And I'd say, and this is just my own thoughts, but that people are starting to notice just how bullish this actually is, but they're still scared. It's still all considered rumors and far away, etc., etc., etc. Usually, however, all right, if the insiders were to keep it to themselves and all of a sudden, boom, the ETF is there, the price would probably pump a lot because these guys would be buying in anticipation and the people would FOMO on top of everything. It's only now that things are like too nonchalant feeling, but the idea is actually huge. And for that reason, guys, I think buying right now even is not the craziest of ideas. You know, following the perspective that right now it's all basically coming in hot and it's just a matter of time before things just pop off. If you just fathom the amount of people that would only buy the moment that there's an ETF, oh, it's going to be absolutely insane. How many grandparents didn't want to buy crypto before, but aren't going to now? And perhaps you'd like to state, hey, you know what, but the SEC has denied ETFs in the past. Well, BlackRock is calling the shots now, Gary. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you put the notification bell on for in case something crazy happens so you're notified. And that's about it for right now.